Sit. Good boy, sit. Oh. What is up, you sexy beasts? Happy Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I wanted to start the week off nice and casually with a Q&A. I don't think I've ever done a Q&A on here. So that's what we're doing today. I went to the box this morning, did my workout, and I've got my my neighbor Nigel coming over this afternoon for our bench press session. So I might film a bit of that bench press. We're doing singles tonight, so I'll film a bit of that for a later vlog. Can you sit down, bro? Sit down. You wanna sit there? I don't know if that's gonna work, bro. I saw some great news this morning, and that is that Craig and Jazz from Hustle Made are coming to the Torian Pro this year, which is freaking awesome. And I believe there might be talk of the Buttery Bros, Heber and Mars, coming over as well. So if that happens as well, mate, the content around the Torian this year is going to be wild. Okay, let's get into these questions. I only posted this 2 hours ago, but there's a few questions. First one, if you were a wrestler, what would be your entry song? I was a massive Linkin Park, Linkin Park was my life growing up. Skateboarded, listened to Linkin Park, that was about it. I reckon that song, With You, from the Hybrid Theory album, 2000. Oh mate, doesn't get much better than that. That drop at the start, one more time. Nothing beats it, I'm sorry. So there you go. Hey, Georgie, come here. Don't knock over that camera. That camera's sitting on the edge of the cliff. 2023 podium picks at the CrossFit Games. Mel O'Brien on the girls' side will win it. Laura Horvath will be right on her heels. And then on a third spot, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Well, not really go out on a limb, she's amazing. Hayley Adams, man. She's gonna podium this year. Mel O'Brien, Laura Horvath, Hayley Adams. That's my pick on the girls' side. On the men's side, it's gonna be the same podium, but I might flip-flop Roman and Ricky. So Justin will three-peat this year, Ricky in second place, and then Roman in third. I don't think anyone else is touching those three boys. I feel like they are just a level ahead of the field at the moment. Walk us through your camera settings. Oh, that might be a video on its own, but I basically just set the f-stop as low as I can, however low the lens will allow me. I try and keep the native ISO. So for my camera, the A7S III, that's 640 ISO, and then just double the shutter speed. So if I'm shooting at 24 frames like this, my shutter speed's at 50. So if you're not into cameras, that probably went over your head. That's okay. Maybe I'll do a video on just my camera settings for different scenarios at some stage, but that's the basics for these kind of vlogs anyway. What's your favorite sport and team? I'd say my favorite sport is probably tennis. So I grew up playing tennis and rugby. So those were kind of my two sports that I followed. I've definitely lost touch with rugby, but I am still a Springbok supporter. So if you watch rugby union, I'm still a Springbok supporter. That's my team. And then on the tennis side, I grew up with like Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi, Roger Federer, Tsonga, Andy Roddick. And so those are kind of the players that I followed. In fact, I went to the 2011 US Open in New York, and I think it might have been round 4, or maybe even quarterfinals. There was a rain delay from the previous day, and so they played double matches on this day that I went. And so I saw all the greats play on the same day. It was unreal. These days, there's so many young players I don't know, but I'm a big Tsitsipas fan. So there you go, rugby union, Springboks, tennis, in today's day and age, probably Stefanos Tsitsipas. Can I come train at your gym in May and June? Carson, you are more than welcome, buddy. The gym is waiting for you. It's waiting for you. Any new merch on the way, you absolute legend? There's some merch coming for Torian, and I'm also looking at some flags, some garage gym flags, or just if you want to put a Raw Love flag anywhere, I've got some flags coming, so keep an eye out for those. But for the merch, I'm probably going to hold off until Torian. What events are you planning to attend this CrossFit season? Well, obviously Torian's right in my backyard, so I'm going to Torian. From there, I'll go to the CrossFit Games. And then for the off season after the games, I'll probably just go to Wodapalooza, I'd say in January. So Torian, CrossFit Games, Wodapalooza are the ones that I'm planning on. Donuts or cookies? Honestly, I'll put a cookie on top of a donut and eat it. But if I had to choose, I'm gonna go cookie. I love like a triple choc cookie or like a white chocolate macadamia cookie. Oh, my goodness. What has it been like working with high level athletes? I mean, watching anyone that is world class at something is an amazing experience. Like when you see someone do something that's so far beyond what the average human being can do, it's just spectacular to watch. So as far as these athletes physical prowess, just pick smaller words, bro. As far as witnessing their physical capabilities, it is amazing to watch. I never get sick of it. But then if you put the physical abilities aside, I've had to work really hard to not be intimidated when I go and meet with a high level athlete. These are just normal people, and especially in our space, the CrossFit space, they are down to earth, loving, giving, friendly people, you know? And it's hard to go in and just be yourself and be normal, because you kind of, I don't know, you're so in awe of these people that you can almost miss out on the moment sometimes, because you approach these people as some kind of superhuman, superhero, when they're just normal people. And if you just approach it like they are just another person, you get a lot more out of the moment that you have with them. So it's been really cool, but been challenging for me to, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've definitely come away from some of my interactions with top athletes, and I want to kick myself for not just being a bit more normal, for being so kind of starstruck or so intimidated, I guess. But I've definitely gotten better at this over the years. I've now been shooting high-level CrossFit athletes since 2019. And so I'm now 4 years in, and I feel like the relationships are getting deeper and more comfortable than at the start, so that's good. Who is the best athlete that you have worked with? Well, that has to be hands down Mr. Matt Fraser. Okay, last question. Who will win the Open, both worldwide and also in Oceania? The Open is interesting. There are people that are very good at online workouts and can just dominate the field in that specific format. I think Mel O'Brien's going to win the Open again. She beat Tia last year, and I think those girls were way ahead of third place. I think Mel had like 4 points and maybe Tia had 8, and then the next person was like 20 or 30 points. So Mel O'Brien will win the Open on the ladies' side. On the men's side, it's a bit more tough. Saxon Panchik won it last year, I believe. I'll probably put my money on him again. Probably a shorter athlete, more conditioned athlete. Yeah, I'm going to go Mel O'Brien again, and I'm going to back Saxon again. So just same as last year. And then in Oceania, no one's going to touch Jay on the men's side in the Open. And on the ladies' side, I'm going to say Ali Turner. I mean, she's been working with Adam Leifer alongside Justin Medeiros, you know, for the last, I don't know, almost a year now, I guess. And yeah, easy pick. So there you go. Guys, bit of a different video. Just an easy one to get into on Monday. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay sexy. Keep roaring love. And I won't see you tomorrow. I've got a big day of work, but I'll see you on Wednesday. Say goodbye, Georgie. Thanks for being annoying. Mwah.